So this is the Bailey Alicanto Grande Deluxe Sintra. Now this is a perfect couples van who want that really luxurious open plan to the caravan layout, but they also want the option of taking additional guests with them thanks to a generous double bed that makes up at the front. Now this has an MTPLM of around 1700 kilos, which means to tow it, an ideal car would be the latest Volvo XC40 plus recharge twin. Now, while we're stood on the outside, it has new bronze graphics for this year, as well as those diamond cut alloy wheels. Talking of exterior features, your services all go to the offside, so you won't need to have cables trailing through your awning. Talking of the awning, you have sockets here, so if you want to watch TV in the awning, 230-volt socket, TV point, and if the weather's good, that all-important barbecue point. But let's go inside and take a look. As soon as you step into the Sintra, you can see how that open plan layout really opens up this caravan. You turn right, you have the bedroom, turn left, you have the lounge where I'm sat now. Now, the upholstery is the optional jasmine. Now that comes with aqua clean. Now the beds here, currently in day mode. In night mode, you could possibly use them as smaller single beds if you have younger children, or the slats simply pull out and you can make it up into a generous double bed. To the right of the door opposite the kitchen is a TV point, so it's a great place to sit here and relax. And it's worth noting that as the Sintra is on an 8-foot wide body shell, it gives you so much more room in the lounge area here. So if you are taking advantage of those stain-free upholstery options, plenty of room in the centre for your dog's bed. So the Sintra also comes packed with technology, and the lounge is a good place to talk about it, because on this chest there is a wireless charging point for your phone. Also, if you don't have wireless capability, you can simply turn the top and charge via USB or USB-C. Now, continuing with the technology, this has 𝗚𝗲𝘁 central heating, as you may expect, as well as Avtex Wi-Fi. Now that comes installed as standard, so if you like to stay connected, this could be the caravan for you. Lighting wise, there is a control panel here. You can turn the lights on in different zones in the caravan, and importantly, you can change the temperature and the brightness of the lighting as well. There's also a Sonos speaker too, so if you want to relax and you want some music, you can hook it up to your phone, you can play Spotify or whatever your choices are, and importantly, your family can also share that speaker too, and you can take it wherever you like. And to finish that, if you have devices and you'd like to keep them charged, you won't be fighting over USB ports, because they are littered throughout the caravan in lights and the charging points here, and there are plenty of 230-volt sockets too. So moving on to the kitchen, it has this handy L-shaped configuration, which gives you a lot more worktop space, especially if you have the sink and the hob covers down. But more importantly, it makes it more of a social occasion because you have the lounge here, so you can be more social whilst you're prepping your meal. Now, the worktops and splashbacks are finished in basalt, and there are a few lovely touches. So I'll move from left to right as I do so. This corner cupboard here also has some handy shelves and a spice rack that simply pulls out. Lots of other storage too, both above and below the kitchen, and there's a microwave here to my right. And below the microwave is a dual fuel hob. So all you do is you simply lift that cover, and then you have one electric hot plate and 3 gas burners. Below that you have a separate grill and a separate oven with, you've guessed it, more storage underneath. To my left is a 137 litre fridge freezer, and the other touches continue, because I think there's a camping phrase that is something like, to make something more efficient, give it 2 uses. Well, this cover here on this infill sink also doubles as a chopping board, and this flexi head tap. To make washing up that much easier, you can simply pull it out and do your dishes that way. And above the kitchen, if you're cooking something particularly adventurous, there is an omni-vent fan. If you're not sure what that is, it lets light in, and also it has a fan option so that you can turn it on to let any cooking smells out, or if it's a hot day, you can reverse it and let that cool air come in. So moving on to the bedroom, lots of details to mention here, but we'll start with the bed itself. Now this is a king size bed, so great for getting that good night's sleep. Two modes for the bed, day mode, night mode. It's currently in day mode, so it's pushed right back. Now you can probably see at the foot of the bed how much room you have because the bed's pushed back and because this is an 8-foot wide caravan. Now nighttime, when you want that good night's sleep, all you do is you simply pull the bed out, fold the end back, and then you have that really generous sized bed. And importantly as well, if you're carrying your essentials, there's storage under the bed. You can simply lift it up and place them underneath, or you can access the storage with a locker outside. So moving to the side of the bed, there are bedside tables either side. Each has 3 drawers, and the storage continues above. 2 lockers and 2 sets of shelves either side. There's also reading lights either side. They contain a USB point, so if you'd like to charge your phone or iPad, etc., you can simply charge them at night. 4-width headboard, each have a custom headrest. Now at the foot of the bed there is a vanity unit. Lots of storage here too, not just in the cupboard drawers below, but also with a handy hatch in that worktop. And there's also a half-size mirror to make sure you look your best. And there's also a separate TV point in the bedroom, and that lives to the left of the vanity unit. Behind me is a wardrobe, full length hanging in there, separate cubicle at the bottom for your shoes, and there's also separate shelving to the left hand side. And to finish the bedroom off, there is a maxi 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 above the bed to give you that view of the night sky. The Sintra has a well-equipped end washroom. To my left is a separate shower cubicle that has a 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 roof light in there. Also has a handy hanging rail, so if you've been out for the day, you have a wet coat, you haven't got to get your carpets wet by leaving them in the caravan, you simply pull the hook down, hang your coat on that. Behind me is a Belfast style sink. Below that is more storage, a locker at the bottom, cupboards above, and a handy shelf in the middle. More storage above the loo, and below that cupboard is a shelf just behind the toilet itself. And to make sure it's nice and warm, so if you're caravanning whatever the weather, we have an 𝗚𝗲𝘁 towel rail here. Now all of these zones in the caravan we've talked about, you can separate them off. There's a concertina partition door between the bedroom and the lounge, and between the washroom and the bedroom we have this solid wood sliding door. So in summary, the Alicanto Grande Deluxe Sintra has a transverse island bed as well as that comfy lounge and a roomy end washroom, but you get all of that in a caravan that's 8 foot wide and based on a single axle. Now let's not forget, this has the patented 𝗚𝗷𝘃𝗃𝗃𝗃 body shell, which means it's great for year-round use. Coupled with that 𝗚𝗲𝘃 central heating, it doesn't matter where you want to go or what time of year, the Sintra could be for you.